Good day everyone, this is Born in Batanes. Once again, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make king's cake or galette de Rois as the French called it. So we need 2 pack of puff pastry, wine, egg, almond flour or almond meal, softened butter, and sugar. First, we're going to make the glaze, but you can skip this process. It's just a mixture of sugar, water, and wine. So a tablespoon of sugar, a tablespoon of water, and a dash of wine. We're just going to boil it and wait until it's a little bit sticky. And after that, we will set it aside and we'll start to roll our puff pastry. So usually the puff pastry, when you buy it, it's frozen. So make sure you unfreeze it and it's really soft before you start rolling, because it's going to be difficult if it's not. So I made 2 round shape out of the 2 pack of puff pastry. We need it for the bottom and to cover it. So I use the medium size mixing bowl that I have. And now we can start assembling. First, we're going to blend our butter. I use the hand mixer. It's easier that way, but you can use wire whisk if you don't have the hand mixer, or you can even use fork. And then we add in our sugar and then mix until it's combined. So make sure your butter is softened, because it's easier to mix everything when your butter is softened. So let's add our egg one at a time. And then after that, we're going to add our almond meal or almond flour. Give it a good stir. And that's done. So the wine is optional. You can put or you can omit it. And then we set it aside and we can start assembling. First, we prepare our egg wash. It's just egg yolk and a little bit of water. Give it a good whisk. So now we're going to put some egg wash at the edge of our puff pastry so that we can stick it together later. And then we put the mixture in the middle of the puff pastry and then spread it evenly. And now we can cover it. So make sure that there is no mixture coming out of your puff pastry. So we seal the edges. You can do this as a design, or you can use whatever you want to make. You can just pinch it with your finger, or you can just use the fork and press it on the side. So while I am doing that, is the king's cake or galette de Rois is usually eaten on Three Kings on the 6th of January. Usually the French do that. And that's done. Let's give it a little pinch. And then now we're going to make the design. I use the back of the knife so that I don't cut the puff pastry. So you can make a design of your choice. I'm making a leaf, and you just use the back of the knife to make the design. Make sure not to scourge your puff pastry too deep so that it doesn't open up later when you're baking it. And then we're going to poke little holes. I'm using the toothpick to allow the steam to come out. And it's ready for the egg wash. So we are going to lightly brush it with egg wash. So the egg wash gives it a golden brown color. You don't want to omit this process because it will give you a beautiful king's cake afterwards. So that's ready for the oven. And we're going to bake it at 200 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, it will look just like that. And so now I'm brushing the sugar syrup. You can omit this process. You can eat it as is. It just gives a shiny finish when you do this part. And so you're going to bake it for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then it's ready. You let it cool down for a little bit, and it's ready to cut. So would you look at that? It smells amazing, it looks delicious, and it tastes delicious. And that's done. Thank you for joining me. I hope you'll try to make it at home, and if you do make it, please let me know how it goes. If you have a question, please leave a comment on the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.